Welcome back to RC Bench Bashers, where I am your host, Connor. Thank you for tuning back in. If you're new to the channel and have stumbled across it, I appreciate it. But jump right into it. This is what's on the bench. Rc Glacier right here. This is probably one of my favorite trucks I have come across. Definitely had some issues with it when I first got it. Basically went out, played with it. Looks great, loved it. The rear just let loose. It made some horrendous sounds in the rear. Took it apart. I just destroyed all the gears in it. Unfortunately, I didn't want to put plastic gears back in this rear because it's just going to do the same thing again. I tried to search the whole World Wide Web for some metal gears that will be just straight replaced, in and out, swap, fine, over, go play with the truck. I had no luck. I couldn't find anything that would fit, nothing that would just be a direct fit or direct swap out. So I kind of went a little overboard, and I went ahead and got some brand new rears from Injora. They're 1/24th scale rears, and I made it work. I did the best I could to get the rears and the wheelbase and everything basically back to stock looking. As you can see, as stock looking as I could get the wheelbase. I mean, I got it as perfect as I could get it. But I went ahead and also changed out the electronics, and I added some fans. I Dremeled the grill out to let fresh air go through to that first fan. Drilled many holes in this ESC to get some air through it. Another little fan back there. Gave myself a little plug right here to unplug. And now, boom, lift that body straight off the truck. Absolutely happy with that, because now you don't have a body just, laying right next to it with wires connecting and pulling on things that shouldn't be pulled on. But I actually really like this. This didn't even take me that long. Ordered the stuff, got all the bits and pieces, made the new connectors up, and I'll do that with everything I've ever. Now, anything I need a connector with, I will absolutely just make it, But jump back into this. I had to obviously drill way more of this out than I wanted to originally, but it commandeered this big motor. I had to obviously drill some more of this body out. That is a metal plate. It's aluminum. It just basically hides the body, or hides the motor, because it is directly almost in front of the seat, and you would have saw the motor through the seat, and motor through the cab. I didn't want that, so I made this little plate, painted it black. Works. Drilled this out a little bit in here to let this fan push air onto the rear of this motor, and just push air through everything. And overall, really happy. It cooled it down a little bit. It wasn't supposed to be like the air conditioning's on. Something like that. But it definitely serves the purpose. Back to the front, you can see all these little millions of holes that I drilled in this to push that, so it can let air get across that circuit board and pass all the way through. But I am running a axial motor and ESC in one. This is a RC all-wheel drive 34 turn brushed motor. I have their transmissions here. Yes, as you can see, there is 2 transmissions on this truck, because I again couldn't find links that were long enough to go from this first plate all the way back. So I said, screw it, let me try to fit 2 of them in. And then when I figured it out, I obviously ran into another little hiccup here with this little tiny drive shaft that I've come up with, really. I enjoy personally, and I emailed them, and they said, hey, what do you got? And I showed them. They responded again. We actually went back and forth, and I was super stoked with it. Unfortunately, they said no. They couldn't build it for me, or fat machine it for me. Okay, not a big deal. Always weighs another. But I had the drive shafts laying around, and I kept messing with it. Boom! Figured out how to put these two little together with this little tiny knuckle in the middle, and it works. It's functionable, and it allows me to keep my wheelbase spot on, because the two transmission plates, and it pushed the rear links back and so forth. And now I can order up new links if I have to. I can order a new drive shaft if I have to, and it's all by Endura, and they all carry. It's always in stock, and now it's metal. And that was my biggest thing, was getting rid of all the plastic. The only thing that's plastic would be the frame and the truck, or the body. But again, I wanted to make this as reliable, as functionable. I can order parts if anything breaks. This is not a workbench princess. I play with this truck. I scratch it up. I roll it over. You can see the rears are all nice and polished up for dragging across the rocks. And I went back with the factory tires, or original tires. I just like the overall wheel and body, and it looks like an old truck, and that's where I was after. And I had these wheels on it originally, and I do like them a lot. But I just thought they were, I don't know, a little too heavy, or not that they're too heavy. I like to keep that original out the box look almost. And I think those wheels fit that truck way better than I thought they were going to. So now they're on that truck for now, and we'll probably stay on that truck. But this truck, this Glacier, is done. I'm happy with it. It crawls, it flexes. The shocks are Endura, and also they are half Endura, half Power Hobby Performance Racing Parts shocks. To be honest, the only reason I ordered these shocks from Power Hobby Performance Racing Parts is because this little tiny spring spacer, it's a little hard to see, but it literally separates the two springs from each other. Before, I was having issues of them like walking into each other, and it didn't look right. It just killed the whole scaly look of the truck and the performance, because they would get caught up and snug, and then the one would be lean a little bit. And so I was scrolling the World Wide Web, came across them, I bought them instantly, and I was stoked. Like it actually came with this and other little springs. This is one of their springs that it came with, and it allowed me to really dial in the overall stance of the truck. And I mean, when it flexes, it flexes all the way up into the rear, or into the wheel well, and it rubs the wheel well. And I really overall absolutely love the performance of this truck. I got some videos I could post up and show you, but again, this truck, it's come a long way from the original me shearing gears to now I'm just crawling with ease. This motor just up and over things, and it just pushes the truck. It handles all the weight of the body and all the components in the rears, and it was pushing these tires on this other. It was pushing those tires, had no issues, no nothing. But without a little bit less weight, it puts less strain on the motor and allows the motor to run a little tiny bit cooler than it would. I was really hoping these fans would help it. I mean, it's got to help it a little bit, just getting that air crossed. But I just wanted to give you a little update and show you what I was working on and what I'm working on. But I can give you a little sneak peek. This is the next truck I was going to be tinkering with. That is a Barricade. And but just want to say thank you again for stumbling across the page. If you're one of the old people that have been following me, I appreciate you guys. Just if you're new, I appreciate some little like, subscribe, and share if you could. I would appreciate it. But thank you again to all, and have a good night.